hazard. Waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Waterspouts can quickly foam and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Captain's Coach. We've got a fun one today. I am on a 44 Lagoon catamaran, SailCat. You can see that mast above me. We are in Terracea Bay today in Palmetto, Florida. I am helping Mr. Steve and Joyce navigate their 44 Lagoon up to Tarpon Springs. We're bringing it up to Tarpon Springs for some repairs in the yard. Got about a 55 to 60 mile run. It's currently about 10:30, 11 o'clock right now. The reason why we're heading up to Tarpon Springs to get the boat pulled is one of the sail drives is leaking some fluid. The boat's got to be pulled out of the water to fix that. So we're making a little 2-day trip out of it. We're currently doing 6 knots. There's no wind. We might be able to get the sails up with the minimal wind that we have at the moment. It's blowing about, 10 knots out of the east, something like that. Might get a little sail action, but otherwise we're doing about 6 knots all the way to Tarpon Springs. It's gonna take all day, probably all the way to sunset to get to the Anclote River. About a 60-mile run. We're gonna hang out, eat some lunch, cook some food on the grill tonight, hang out. We're gonna get on the hook and anchor out. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna finish our trip. Tomorrow at about 2 o'clock is the haul out time. So we've got plenty of time to get up there. About a day and a half of cruising. Let's bring you back to getting off the dock, and I'll give you a little tour. Come along for the ride. It's gonna be a good one. Here she is, a 44 Lagoon. Safe money. We're in Palmetto. We are heading to Tarpon Springs, the Anclote River. Steve's got a nice high-field dinghy with a Suzuki on here. This thing's definitely... Hey, how are you, Joyce?
Good.
You just walked in on the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
She's in great shape. She's a nice boat. She's going to get pulled out for engine repairs. Walk out of here.
I wanted this clean before you guys came, but...
Oh, it's all right. Looks good. Definitely a boat that you'd want to do the Keys and the Bahamas in. Steve loves this thing. He keeps it in good shape. I don't think we're going to be sailing much today due to 10-mile-an-hour winds, but some fresh eyes and glass. All right, here's the salon. This is the master. Very roomy. Two cabins to port with 2 heads, which is nice. Looks like this is where I'll be putting my toes up. All right, they're fired up. Let me get this chart plotter on. Steve's gonna run the boat, I think. Getting our ducks in order with the lines. This is Steve, he's the owner. Jonathan.
Hello.
Oh God, I forgot your name.
Scott.
There you go, Scott.
Oh, yes.
All right, Steve, whenever you're ready.
Big Ben needs to come up.
Yep. You're good, Steve. I'd say you're good to rotate the other direction, right? There you go. And then port forward, port forward, port forward. Good. Leave it right there. Let it come around.
Oh, you want me to get out of your way?
You're good. Just let it come around, Steve. You're good. Nice.
Tell all your viewers I can do this because of you?
Not yet. Yeah, so I worked with Steve a couple years ago now to just help him clean up some of his docking, especially in current and stuff. Yeah, he was at a pretty tight marina with a lot of current. Apparently he's done very well since. So we're about to come into Terracea Bay, and Terracea Bay takes us out to Tampa Bay. Little narrow through there, not too bad though. They get a lot of big boats in and out of there. And once we get into Tampa Bay, we will get on a heading to Egmont Channel entrance, go through the Swash Channel, and head north to Tarpon. All right, heading out through the Terracea Cut, getting into the bay. Pretty nice day. There's a little wind out of the east, so we might be able to get the sails up. How you doing, Scott? You chilling?
Man, this is awesome, man.
Did you have that high field last time?
Yeah,
You did?
I think so. No, maybe not.
Steve, this is almost nostalgic.
Oh.
The last time I took like a private, charter like this was with my grandfather. But it's been like
What are we doing, Steve? About 5 knots, 6 knots?
6-1.
6-1. Big solar panel. Steve, didn't you have this solar panel built?
Yeah, yacht rigger did.
Yeah, Yacht Rigger did it. So they built all this aluminum stanchion with all the solar panels. Looks really nice. Boat's got a big inverter, enough to run an air conditioner or two. High field dinghy. Definitely a cool cruising cat. Yep. All right, I think it's time for one of those Cubans.
oh yeah.
You want something to eat or drink, Steve?
Not yet, thank you.
And hey, when you want me to take over, just tell me.
Will do.
All right. I mean, autopilot should work pretty well,
Yeah.
even with one, right? Should.
I was having a little bit of trouble with the one motor making that turn over there. But
Yeah, I got
in
you.
a minute we're gonna be able to put it on.
Yeah, okay. All right, coming out of Terracea Bay. We'll come out into Tampa Bay and make our way northwest. Little tricky running a cat with one engine. Gets a little squirrely. We're out in the middle of Tampa Bay. We're on a heading for the Gulf Pier at Fort DeSoto, right there at the Swash Channel at Egmont. We'll cut through there and keep tracking north up the coast here, but got the Skyway behind me. We're just chilling on autopilot. We're doing 6 knots. Egmont's right over there. Anna Maria. I've just been working with him on his Ray Marine the past hour or so. getting it dialed in. I got his sonar charting pulled up on the Ray Marine and turned on some more of his depth contours. Added some overlays like wind speed and speed over ground, GPS position on the screen, just so it's easier for him to see on all that good stuff. Dialing in the electronics a little bit. But sure is a nice day out here. Should be trolling something behind the boat, honestly. Y'all figuring out world's problems up here?
Oh, of course, man. Just loving it.
One of the main reasons I'm on this trip is, number one, just to help Steve navigate the boat, have a second hand. You know, 60 miles, it's a day and a half. It's a long trip by yourself, running the boat. So here to give him a hand. Number two, coming in there to the travel lift well in Tarpon Springs at Conway. The tide and the current rips through there on an outgoing tide and an incoming tide. It can go both directions pretty hard depending on the day. When you're coming in there, you have to come into the tide, or the tide's going to be at your stern, and then you have to pivot 90 degrees, and then you're going to be beamed to that incoming tide or that outgoing tide, and the current's going to be hitting you broadside. So on one engine, which I think we're going to be able to, which we are, we're going to crank up the starboard engine and run it to put it in the well, but it can be pretty tricky with all that current turning that boat into that well with the travel lift there. So just going to make sure he gets that right, and we'll be good to go.
So if you're number two, who's number three?
You're number three.
All right.
Just jump ship. Put it in neutral and jump ship.
Been on a boat that sank?
Have I ever been on a boat that sank? No, not yet. I have been very close. One of the most vivid ones I have, I was actually like 13 years old running our little 21-foot inboard ski boat back home at the lake, and the shaft broke. And when the shaft broke, it slid out the bottom of the boat. And for about 2 minutes there, before we calmed down and figured out how to stuff something in there to stop the boat from sinking, we had about a 2-inch gushing hole of water coming straight into the boat. I was like 13. I had my sister on the boat, which was she was a little older, but she had no idea what to do. So I had to figure all that stuff out.
Hey,
That was one of my most vivid ones, and that was a long time ago.
You're talking about some great on-the-job training right there.
Oh yeah. But no, I've had some situations where, you know, we've had some seacocks bust or some hoses bust, and luckily we caught it in time. Like stuff that definitely could have turned into a big problem, but we obviously resolved it. So knock on some wood. We need to find some wood right now. How dare y'all ask me a question like that?
Hey, you might as well put that on your resume.
Yeah, seriously.
Save each other from dying a few times.
But no, I've been on a boat where I had close to a fire, and I've witnessed a boat explode. That was pretty crazy.
They don't give you that kind of training when you read the
No,
books?
that's all on the job. You don't learn that getting your red book.
Is that a fuel fire or a kitchen fire? Serve, guys.
It was a propane tank. And what a gorgeous day. Anclote Key to our 10 o'clock, Fort DeSoto to our 1 o'clock. I actually need to bring our heading a few degrees starboard. Kind of want to come over here just a little bit, stay close to that Gulf Pier. Sure is a nice day. Gulf Pier right over there. Egmont. It's a Sunday. Not too busy out. All right, coming past St. Pete. Don Cesar is right over there. Bunce's Pass. Right back here. Pass a Grill. Making our way. We're just putzing along here at 6 knots. I found the sweet spot with the RPM right at about 2,000 RPM, it'll do 6 knots. If you keep pushing up to 2,200 or 2,400, it does 6.2. So right about 2,000, then the motor's not lugging. Not enough wind to get the sails up. It's like 6 to 8 knots of wind, and we're causing most of that wind by being under power. So it's a pretty nice day, huh, Steve?
Yes, absolutely.
Having fun?
Couldn't be better.
Wish it were better circumstances, not the boat being fixed, but
Yeah.
we'll get down to the islands one day with this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once again, this is Steve. He's the owner of this 44 Lagoon. Steve, what do you do for a living?
I'm a retirement planner.
Retirement planner? All right.
So I help people develop retirement plans that won't collapse, and uniquely help them really design what they want to do so that they can actually accomplish what their retirement wants to be.
I gotcha.
Now, most people just move your money into a different place, hoping to get you a better return. And even that's a little risky, because if the market crashes and it wipes out a half or a third of your retirement funds, it can change your future.
How long you been doing that?
30 years.
30 years. What's your business called?
Safe Money. The show, the radio show, is the Safe Money Retirement Show. My company is called the Center for Retirement Planning.
Center for Retirement Planning. That the website too?
Actually, it's under construction right now.
Okay.
So it's steve123.com, but it doesn't look very good right now. Most people put their money in the market, in which case, when you plan retirement, you have to plan for market drops. You have to evaluate your overall rate of return, and then you have to try not to exceed that rate of return. So you're jumbling 3 different variables, one of which you can't control.
Yep.
With the products that I work with, they go up with the stock market and lock in, and then they can't fall. And so you only have to juggle and evaluate what's your average rate of return and make sure you spend slightly less, and your retirement will last forever that way. It takes out that possible disastrous effect of a market drop.
Yeah, how'd you get into that?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I was actually a family therapist for years and a pharmaceutical rep. And I did all these activities to get my dad out of debt. He had a hospital bill. And by the age of 44, I had created enough success that I actually retired. And I got bored because all my friends still had jobs. So then what I did was taught myself to trade the stock market, and did really well. And took half of my winnings later and gave half to a couple of the big brokerage firms to save it for me. And they lost it. So I started looking for a place for my own money. I had no interest in doing anything else, just protecting the rest of my winnings. And I heard about these products. They sounded good, but at that time I didn't trust anybody, because, 2 guys had just lost my money, 2 firms. So I back tested it. It took 6 months. And I discovered that these products, had they existed, would have doubled the stock market and done it with absolutely 0 risk. So I couldn't help but tell people about it, and led to a whole new career.
Oh, there you go. I always have all of my clients, they all do something very unique for a living. It's always cool to hear their story and, figure out how they have made their money and the businesses they've started and run for a long time. So it's pretty cool.
Got the engine on full speed.
Yeah, it's at 2,000 or so. No.
RPM.
Yeah. All right, passing John's Pass.
Oh, this is John's Pass right here.
Is that a good place to anchor out?
Yeah, there's a good sandbar in there. If you ever come into John's Pass, you need to come into the pass from the southwest. If you follow the markers that go into John's Pass, like on the chart, if you follow that chart, you'll run aground. The sandbar on the north side has come down like this.
Okay.
So you have to come in from the southwest, yeah. You almost need to ride the beach in.
Okay. You ready to get things over there? That's here.
I hope I grabbed the right ones. These were the only 2 on the car that had clear isinglass on them. All right, got some storms, got some dolphins hanging around. A few storms here. Just had the starboard engine overheat here, which we were supposed to only be. Wrong way, Steve.
I thought it was still under control.
So we're running starboard because port's the one that's leaking transmission fluid. You think we'd be able to pick up any speed if it's coming at us, though?
Wind? No, we'd have to go out.
Yeah.
Then we can pick up speed.
Yeah. Plus and minus. Weather all around. All right, we're coming around the bend of the peninsula here up to getting close to Clearwater. I believe Bel Air Beach is right up here. We got about another 15 miles to Tarpon, so another 2 hours. 4 o'clock, yes, 6:37 is what we're thinking. All right, we've got storms at our bow and stern. We're gonna try to go around this one, but I ain't gonna lie, it kind of looks like it's moving more offshore now.
It is. That's okay.
Thought it was gonna.
We'll go to the right.
I mean, I'm good with just going into it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We want to zip up.
Yeah, probably a good idea. But yeah, we can. You want to go 10 degrees?
5 or 10, yeah.
It's raining, and we're on a giant lightning rod. We're gonna go try to get on the edge of this storm.
Something to pull it down with this string, pull it down with.
You want me to get it?
I think it's going to stop the bulk of it.
Oh, these storms move quick.
I'll show them this picture here.
Yeah.
Cutting that channel. Make it flat.
Doing about 4 knots, so we slowed down because of the north wind coming at us. Got his radar rolling. Most of the storms have puckered out, so let's see how far we got. We have 16 miles to the southern Anclote Pass, and then we're right there at the river, and then we'll find a place to anchor for the night. So we're about to put one of these sails out. You ready?
Yep.
We good?
Should I keep pulling?
Somebody has. I think the girl that cleaned the boat. Oh, let me get them free. Oh!
I can't move.
No, you can let it go.
Oh, I just don't.
Let it go.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry guys.
That's fine.
Should I
Alright, we're
unhook it
gonna
over there?
We'll leave it like that. Not open it all the way.
Keep this here?
No, you can lift it up off the cleat. Pull, leave it all the way. Pull it out. There you go.
Want some more, Steve?
You want to tighten it in a little bit. Now you're good. Okay.
We pick up any?
So you actually gaining some traction.
Yeah, half knot. Let's let loose a little. Let's
Let loose a little bit? Oh, wrong way.
So are you turning
You
it?
have to manually let it loose.
Oh, I got you. Let me go do the clasp. Here, hold that.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How many times have you like traveled these waters? You know, like
Oh,
this route?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Hundreds. All right, what we get? Picked up like half a knot or a
Yeah.
full knot? Half a
About
knot?
half knot. Occasionally 3/4. So what we have is this sail is acting like an airplane wing.
Yep.
And the air is having to travel further around the outer side than the inner side, and that creates lift, which pulls the boat forward.
Yeah, around 170 degrees.
Now, some of the wind we're creating by going forward, so for that reason, we're not getting a lot out of it, but it's increased us a half a knot. If we turned, I went aground my little boat there.
Clearwater Pass.
Yeah.
Probably about 10 miles out. The sail's giving us a little more juice. Weather's looking all right. All right, sail is back in. We've got a pretty bad storm about to come at our starboard side off the mainland. We're almost to Tarpon Springs here, and it's blowing this way mighty quick. We think we're gonna get hammered, and it's just we're gonna intersect with it. A bunch of lightning. Worse than the other two that we saw earlier today.
You could go that way, just stop and go backwards a little bit and let it pass us.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's be interesting about it. I'm not scared of it.
Want to close up again?
Yeah, maybe in a minute. Yeah. You can see that. That's a pretty good storm. Yeah, it got red quick. It's big.
Like rotation there.
Tuesday night, north winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming east after midnight.
I don't see any rotation yet, but
Wave detail.
that's a heck of a shelf.
2 seconds and southeast 1 foot at 3 seconds.
I think my guess
Water's
would
light
be
chop.
let's wait a little while, let it
Light
get
chance
further
of showers and
All right.
and then
thunderstorms.
shoot through the back end.
Wednesday, east winds around 5 knots, becoming west in the afternoon. Seas 1 foot or less. Bay and inland.
Yeah, that's a
Is this all pretty deep water?
heck of a shelf. Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, Hurricane Pass is right there. Technically, we could go in there. It's a little shallow, but I've done it enough. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Or just
Sit here and wait.
backwards a little while and
Yeah.
further out, sit it out, and then
Or just sit here and wait.
we can do that too, but we're sitting under it instead of out of it.
Yeah. We're gonna hold back a little bit. That's sitting right on top of where we want to go, and obviously we're on a giant lightning rod, so we're just gonna hold back here and wait for that to chill out, and then make our approach north again. Who knows how long that'll take. Yeah, it's an ugly one.
Location and wearing life jackets.
So the weather broadcast on the VHF just came on after we turned around and said there are reported waterspouts around Anclote Key, which is exactly right there where we were heading. So might be a good idea we're hanging out here.
Safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
Y'all want to get in a waterspout, John?
Of course I do.
A marine weather statement for the
cool you off.
Locations: Tampa Bay waters and coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 5:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A marine weather statement has been issued for the following areas: coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida out 20 nautical miles, Tampa Bay waters. At 5:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated strong thunderstorms, capable of producing winds to around 30 knots. These thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Venice to near Longboat Pass, moving west at 15 knots. Mariners can expect gusty winds to around 30 knots, locally higher waves, and lightning strikes. Hazard: waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar.
34 knots.
Impact: waterspouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of...
All right, well, it's getting sporty. Trying to keep the spout. We got the curtains down really quick. It came up on us real fast.
So I put the stuff away. Anything else?
I think we just look for a water spout so he can film it.
All right, we're looking for a water spout.
I mean, we can go offshore if you want. This boat's moving so slow.
Well, the wind's coming from there. Do you want to go into the wind?
Yeah, go into the wind. That'll work. But you got to keep it enough throttle to where it has steering, right? Either that or we just keep on chugging. I mean, we're in it now.
Yeah, and the worst part's going to pass us in a minute.
Yeah. Ooh. That was right there.
Well, that's
Lightning.
this boat handles weather fine.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about anything, really. I just
But catamarans do fly.
I don't want to get popped.
Yeah.
Catamarans fly?
Yeah, wind gets underneath them, and in these hurricanes, they fly.
Yeah. Need a little bit more throttle there. Come on, girl, come around. Jeez. Well, this is a lot of fun, huh? I say we move north. You know what I mean? The worst of it is right here. It's better over here, to me.
Okay. You're on the side that's going to get wet.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm all right. Come on, baby, keep it moving.
Drier side.
Yeah, well, this got sporty real quick. We're trying to scoot north and let this thing come in behind us, but right now it looks like it's heading right toward us.
Oh, we can go a little faster. What do we have?
No, that's it.
Oh.
You're going to overheat.
We can always power it from inside.
There's the rain. And a little wet.
That's going on my shirt. That's cold. Oh yeah, here comes the red part.
Well, nowhere to hide on this one. All right, we're getting to the meat of it now. Bad part is here. Jim Cantor just came back in.
Hello, well, the weather's getting a little bit severe out here, but I think we're gonna make it.
Don't say that. Go knock on some damn wood.
There are. And there's build switches here. If we had an alarm
All right,
go
I
off,
think
we'd
we're
flip them on and then we'd run.
Coming through the other side here.
Go downstairs. I've got wooden blocks that fit the fittings. You just jam the block in if you get it won't close.
We kind of pointed the bow and the isinglass into the wind. Came a little closer to the beach. My theory is give the Lightning a few more targets other than just us. 5 miles offshore. I heard that laugh over there. It's a valid theory, okay?
But the proof's in the pudding. We didn't
I'd rather
get
be
it, right?
close to the beach than 10 miles offshore. All right, let's set the course back north. I'm worried about my steaks more than anything. We got some good, good steaks.
Yep.
All that wine she brought,
Yeah.
man, she loaded us up.
Hey, we take care of people.
Well, we're gonna deserve it.
Clear skies. And this is what you get after you suffer through the storm. You get to enjoy the night. Nothing better than a night on the hook. Well, there's Anclote right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but probably another hour before we're anchored up. We'll probably, based on time and dinner and all that, we'll probably anchor up right inside of Anclote at the mouth of the Anclote River. We're coming into the pass just south of Anclote. ICW is right up there. Get anchored up, start cooking. Been a nice day.
So their wings are like a sail. They can flare them up and just float.
Yeah.
We're in the ICW, South Anclote. Now we got to find a place to put this girl. What you thinking? You want to go in the river or you want to go over here?
Let's go over there.
All right.
We can actually go to the beach.
See if we can find that spear channel number. It was 52.
You sure it's up? It's up here.
No, it's up a little ways.
All right, we're gonna slide right over here, right on the edge of the grass flat, on the eastern side of Anclote, right by the lighthouse. We're right straight across from the Tarpon Springs, the Anclote River. So I got 9.5 feet under the boat. I'm just gonna get it a little closer here. Make sure we're clear of everybody. All right, I'm gonna spin it around, all right? I don't wanna get too close to the island or else we'll get buggy. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I did 10 meters. We're probably about 15 meters now. Should I go to 20? There's a green marker that'll tell us.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, there's a green marker.
That's fine with me.
You said 50 feet.
Yeah, 56.
Yeah, that's 60. Now, take that,
Do the bridle.
yeah.
What's the
Who wants to volunteer to do the bridle?
Disconnect them from the left side. This? Yes. Over there? Yep.
Oh, you've got a clasp set up?
Yep.
You know, Yacht Rigger made me one the other day that's using a like a 8,000 pound breaking strength synthetic line as the attachment point to the chain.
We're going to clip it onto the chain under where that roller is. Little just underneath it. I'm going to let out more chain.
So what's the swinging radius? So like, does it? Oh,
Right now.
so we're just gonna.
40 feet now.
Yeah, we'll just swing around, but I mean, if the wind stays like this from the east, we'll sit right here all night.
Oh, okay.
All right, let the rope go down in the water.
Now he's gonna let it out. I wasn't planning on it.
Okay.
You want me to?
I usually do, just so the bridle comes out of the water, and then I know it's set.
Okay. It might be too shallow for that bridle.
Okay.
I mean, it'll work though. Ready? Yeah, she ain't moving. Yeah, I think the bridle's on the bottom before it comes tight.
Let out more chain.
Probably, yeah. It come tight?
I don't know, you'll have to back up.
It won't back up. No, she's set. No, it's coming tight now. Yeah, look at the black line. Yeah, it's tight.
Now we'll take the safety line, chain around
And if I were you, when you start doing some major cruising, I would upgrade that clasp. That clasp for that chain, I don't really think it's designed for that. That hook. If you get with the yacht rigger, they'll make you a soft shackle, like I was telling you. Instead of metal hardware, you're using it's a piece of a line that they make you. No, it has a knot on the end with a loop, and it loops over itself. And when it comes tight, it's not letting go. Works pretty good. Yeah, oh yeah, the bridle's working. She's nice and tight. That's not going to do anything, but it'll be redundancy if something snaps.
Yeah, the bridle should handle it. This is just what they taught me to do, so.
That's called a hitch. It locks it off so it doesn't slip off. All right, steaks and wine.
Yes, sir.
Money.
Joyce has got the spread going. Joyce is like a gourmet cook. I can't wait for these steaks. Or is that your job, Steve?
No, that's hers.
That's hers too?
We'll see.
One heck of a sunset. Nothing better than a night on the hook. Joyce is doing it up. Check out these steaks. How we feeling, guys?
Excited about this great food here.
We all got some red wine in us.
Some great
Good
fun.
steaks.
Feeling lovely.
Anclote Key right behind us. Hanging out. Nothing better than a night on the hook. Good morning. We're about to bring up the anchor here. It's about 7 a.m. We got about a 2-hour trip to the back of the river. About 10 miles, something like that. Where they should be ready to haul us at around 9:30. So we can get back home and be home around noon. Tomorrow I am getting on a 52 Carver and heading from Longboat Key to Seabrook, Texas. So you guys get to see that footage as well here in a few weeks. But it's an awesome morning here. Slept pretty good. Wind laid down nicely from the east. Get some coffee going. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get the motor running. Let's go up there. We're gonna slowly wind the windlass in until you can get that bridle off. Remember that bridle with the black line? Take that black line off and put it back over there on the port side stanchion. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to pull the boat slowly forward with the windlass. If not, I'll have to come back up here and put it in gear. All right. And this is just for, we just put that there for redundancy, guys. It's not, we weren't using that as the bridle. Yeah, we're gonna have to go, if I'm not in gear, we're gonna have to go super slow. bring it to you. There you go. Go ahead and take it off. Okay, and swing that line over there all the way. Yep. Chain getting bundled up. All right, here. You come run this. The goal is to keep the windlass straight up and down. If you hear the windlass start grinding too much, then stop, but I'm gonna go put it in gear, okay? So look, your goal is to look out here, and as I move forward, bring it up, all right? When you see the anchor, stop. All right, go ahead. Okay, bring it on up, but just make sure it comes up straight in the right position.
Which way is the right position?
Point down. Yeah, it's backwards. Oh, here. Okay. Can you put that back in there, please? And then put that black line back on the anchor chain, and we're good. Morning, guys. Well, everybody's still kind of waking up and whatnot, so I got the anchor up as you just saw, and we're going to just head nice and slow over to the Anclote River and take it easy this morning. Well, we're coming into the mouth of the river. Like I said before, it's, you know, it's a good 8-10 miles to the back of the river, something like that. Got an east wind blowing right at us, so with the starboard motor just engaged because we're not able to run the port because of the leak in drive. Boat's a little squirrely. It's dancing back and forth a little bit, so a little bit of a pain, but we're keeping some pace. Everybody's waking up. I guess I woke them all up, but sun's up, sun's high, so I figure we get going. For those of you curious that may not be familiar with Tarpon Springs, Anclote Key, and Anclote River, the Anclote River dumps out. This is Anclote Key. Got north end of Anclote, which is the sandbar. Well, you have sandbars at the north end of Anclote and the south end, both beaches that you can go hang out in. North Anclote's a little bit more popular, and there is another sandbar separate of the island a little further north of Anclote that people hang out at on a low tide. It's pretty nice. And the Anclote River comes all the way back into Tarpon Springs. There's some great restaurants back there. Rusty Bellies is my favorite. Rusty Bellies has one private floating dock that you can pull up and go to lunch or go to dinner. You can't get this SailCat in there. It's too tight in there for that, I believe. But your typical center console and maybe even a 30-40 foot cabin cruiser of some sort, you can get in there pretty easy. Captain Jack's in the back of the river. Then you have the Tarpon Springs public docks and Tarpon Springs Municipal Marina down there. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that you can get a spot down in there and then you can walk around downtown Tarpon Springs as well. I've never done that, but I think that's a thing. That's really the main two options there in the Tarpon Springs area. But it's a cool area. I like the river. It's a pretty ride through there. Got several marinas and haul out locations. A lot of guys, a lot of these haul out places, Pittman, Conway, there's 2 or 3 others in there. Mar Marina, they do a pretty good job doing repairs and bottom jobs and stuff like that. So a lot of people from Tampa bring their boats up there. A lot of them feel like you get a little better quality work up here in this area, which is can be true for sure. Experienced that myself. So in the river. Mar Marina, got a lot of nice older hats and stuff in there. All these homes on the Anclote, bank of the Anclote are incredible. Really nice. Port Tarpon. One of the few marinas that has covered slips. Good.
So when you're in an area like this, do you go from buoy to buoy, green to red, or do you just hug the reds?
No, I just try to keep it in the center. I don't really go from green to red. I draw a line down the middle of the boat, right? And I line up. If I'm, if it's a red to red, I just make sure that the red that I just passed, that's on my starboard, I make sure the next red in front of me is on that half of the line. If you draw a boat, if you draw a line, right? That's where people get in trouble, right? Is they're almost like heading straight toward the red, like I am right now, and they're not realizing that you're actually technically out of the channel if you do that. That red needs to be over to the side of you. I guess what do you mean? Like go from this green to that red?
I have once known a captain who does that because he likes to look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's
And
excessive.
I thought that was excessive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then another guy, in fact, John Easley, if I remember right, John tends to hug one side.
Well, he does that for courtesy reasons, and I agree with that.
Okay.
So, yeah, coming in a river like this or a tight channel, I'm going to favor the reds because that's the side of the channel I'm supposed to be on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to keep that rule of draw a line down the center of the boat. Make sure that red is on that side of that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I was. I wasn't taught that. I figured that out.
Yep. That way you're on your side, but you're still lining up the markers correctly. People do that all the time. Like right now, this is what I would consider hugging the channel or riding the edge. See, I'm riding the edge, so I'm going to go ahead and move back over to port.
Yep.
And a lot of people ride the edge, and they end up, they think it's deeper than they think, and they end up hitting the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's Conway right there, I believe.
Yeah.
Right now I'm going too much for it. I should probably stop steering with autopilot.
We got here really early.
We are at Conway. We're a little early, so I'm going to, we're going to give them a call and see if they want to pull us early. Get that rudder straight.
You said port side.
Yeah, I'm looking for the. I used to be able to see it on here.
It's right here.
It's dark.
You're good right there. Starboard reverse.
I was going to spin it that way.
No.
Because I'm still nervous getting that close to stuff, that's why. Couldn't figure out why you were saying that's the wrong way. I thought.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Now I understand.
The way you would do it would be extra work. Yeah.
There's more lines in that. There's lines in there. In this
Yeah,
cat.
that's what I was trying to figure out what the line. But yeah, there's one line. Are you gonna want to hook up the power, Steve? Yo, just throw him the rope.
Are y'all gonna pull it today? Would you rather us flip it around?
It's all right how you have it. We'll likely pull it today,
Okay.
but we can always handline it either way.
All right. Jonathan, you got a stern line to give him?
No, I know.
All right, try to find one.
Short line.
I don't know where he keeps his lines.
Yeah, he's got some up here.
Thanks so much for watching. That wraps up our trip. As you see behind me, we've got the boat at Conway Marine and Tarpon Marine Services. They're gonna take care of the issues that Steve's got, but got here a little early. They just told us to put it on the dock, which is good news. What a great trip. Definitely a different boat. I enjoy being on these SailCats. Channel's growing like crazy. I really appreciate each and every one of you making the time to watch them and reach out to me. Remember, my email and website is in the description below if you'd like to reach out. I want to thank Mr. Steve and Joyce for having me on this trip. They definitely treat their guests well. He's a great guy. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for following along.